you're ready to socialize, play a little bocce, maybe even a bingo, we got all of those in one right here with Phil Chait from the Bocce and Social Club. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you guys have a big event. Let's start off with the big event, the bingo. You guys are having a big fundraiser.
Yeah, that's our big thing. Apparently, these days, I found out that we're the only club in Laguna Woods that has bingo. Still
really?
Left. Yeah.
I used to love bingo.
They closed some.
I've played a lot of bingo in my life.
I know. For Clubhouse One, when they closed, I think they closed the other club that was having it. But
okay.
We have it, so we want to make it special since now we're the only one. So on May 14th, we are having an event. It's called Bingo and Taco Night. We'll be having the taco truck out there for a buffet, Mexican buffet, tacos and rice beans and all the other stuff they have. And then we'll have our bingo game, and we've increased the prizes again. So now, basically, we're playing 13 games of bingo. 9 of them will be at $60, 3 will be at $80, and the coverall will be at $100.
Okay.
So we've increased the prizes quite a bit. And during halftime of the bingo game, to give people a rest, we also have cash raffles.
Okay.
So we'll be doing about 10 of raffle drawings, and then we may have some special surprises. I don't have those yet, but as I said, but that's why there's plenty of chances to win and win some pretty good prizes. So that's what we're looking forward to. So between the food and the bingo, it should be a great night.
Okay, sounds like a good fundraiser. What do you usually use the funds for? Just the maintenance of and the equipment and all that kind of stuff?
Well, no, actually, the GRF takes care of that. We take care of our operating expenses, but we're a nonprofit. We typically give our profits to as much as we can to charity. About 2 months ago, the club gave a check to Florence Sylvester for $2,000. So we try to take the money we make and funnel it towards local charities.
And why? And you guys decided? Have you always done bingo? Or has that always been kind of your fundraiser?
No, we always did bingo, but we never did this extent. What we did differently this year is we started getting sponsors. So the reason we're able to do this with our prizes is because of the sponsors that are generously giving their money and time to let us do this. So that's one of the reasons why we were able to do this, so make it a bigger event for us.
Okay, so Bocce and Social, for folks who don't know, tell me a little about how kind of the origins of it, why it turned into more like a social club as well.
Well, I don't know. I've only been here for a year, so I can't tell you. I know it started 50 years ago. That I do know.
There you go.
But I don't know the origins. But I mean, basically, what it is, we play 3 times a week from 1:30 to 4. Right now, we're going to be changing the summer hours probably at the end of this month. It will be 5 to 7:30 or so. But we play 3 times a week: Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Most people get in 3-4 games a day, but in between we just socialize. And in fact, on Thursdays, our members bring in their favorite dishes, etc. So they bring in their dishes. We supply chips, cookies, dips, soda, wine, etc. And that's for our members, and it's no charge. So we do that every single Thursday. And now we've got summer hours. We may start bringing pizza on Sunday. So we also feed our members as well as give them a fun time. But that's basically how we work.
I don't even need to play bocce to come down there and have a fun time.
Yeah, you probably get your money just on the food you get. Because it's some pretty good food, I'll tell you. Some pretty good food.
Now, you guys get a little bit serious sometimes with this stuff. You have a competition coming up with Leisure Worlds over in Seal Beach.
Right. We were contacted by them, or we contacted them. I can't remember who did which. And it's on May 29th, and it'll be at our courts.
Okay.
And they are bringing players down. I think right now it's 12 players or so, so we'll get our best 12 or so players. And we're actually going to play for a tournament and call it a championship game. But
there we go.
We're just trying to figure out the format and how to do it. But yeah, they're coming down on a Wednesday, May 29th. So if anyone wants to come down there and root us on against Seal Beach Leisure World, be my guest.
You might need to get a traveling trophy, make it a traditional thing.
Yeah, we'll try that, and then we're also going to try to get against other 55+ communities also. But this one's our first one to try out to see how it works. If it works well, we're going to do it again and again.
Okay, no bench clearing brawls. Hopefully, we'll all be.
I don't know. We haven't done one yet. I don't know. We'll see how that. We have some pretty rough people, so we'll see how that works.
Keep them in line, Phil.
Yeah.
Keep them in line. You also have a lot of fun events. You guys have barbecue coming up.
Yeah, we have a members-only barbecue. Again, that's for members only. We do an outdoor. I think this year it's on Clubhouse 2. And we'll have music and food. And as I said, just a $15 membership. That alone is worth it just for the barbecue, as well as obviously the discounts you get in all our events. But it's a members-only barbecue. We have it every year, and it's a great event for them.
Okay. And also a battle of the sexes.
Yeah, I was in my first one last year, and actually is a battle. Because as I once said, the women and men have no physical advantage over women when it comes to bocce ball. So therefore, it's very fair and very close competitive games, and it's fun. We actually have bragging rights for for that year. But as I said, but yeah, it's a fun game. Everyone participates, and it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
For folks who don't play bocce, just give us an overview of what the sport's all about. How do you score points? How do you win? What are the strategies?
Well, the strategy is to score points, but I mean, yeah, you roll. Each side gets to roll 4 balls at a time. You play, and then on the other side, you have your teammate against the other person. They roll the ball back. So basically, each side has 4 balls. So one blue and I think 1 red. And we throw a white ball called a Pellini that we throw down the court. It has to be between 2 certain lines, and the goal is to get as closest to that as possible.
Okay.
How the points are scored is whichever color is closest, let's say red for this instance, every other red ball that's closest than the next blue ball gets a point.
Okay.
So if it's just the red's closest, that's 1. If the red and another red is closer than that, that's 2.
Okay.
So that's how basically we score it. We play, not innings or whatever, it's called ends. We play 6 of those, and whoever has the high score at the end wins.
Now, what are some of the strategies? Can you knock someone's ball out of the way?
Yeah, you can do anything you want.
Yeah,
I mean, except for going down and personally kicking it. But I mean, yeah, no, you could throw it. The idea is to get as close to the Pellini. If someone's in your way, yeah, you try to knock them out. But I mean, while it's a very easy game to play, you do have to master it. And all the courts have their own nuances. You know,
Right.
curves to the left, to this, that. So you have to play a while to understand what the nuances of the courts are, etc. So it's an interesting game, and interesting for that reason. Plus the fact, since we have drainage at one end, one side goes down, the other side comes uphill. So you have to do so. It has. We're actually going to get the courts changed on next year. But I mean, right now, as I said, that's our advantage over Leisure World, because we know all the nuances and they don't. We'll try to give them some pride, but anyway, that's how it works.
Now, when you play higher level, maybe real competitive stuff, I mean, are those courts like leveled to a certain? I mean, are they?
I hope
they
so.
On point?
I mean, ours have been around for a while, and because of just the condition of the carpet that we play on and the boards, it just, you know, as I said, it just, you know, things happen, you know, over time. But as I said, we're going to hopefully change that early next year to make them all fair and straight, and until they, you know, warp and do whatever the things they have to do.
Now, if a newbie comes down there, how do you guys introduce them to the sport?
They usually watch a game or two, and then we just throw them right in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they love. There was a club expo obviously on Tuesday, and we had quite a few people stop by our table and sign up, etc. At least 4 or 5 of them showed up that day for bocce. And again, they watched the game just to get an idea what it's about. We threw them right into the mix, and actually they played great. It's really not a tough game to master. It's a lot of fun, but it's very competitive.
Now, do people get into it, or are there gloves? Do people buy their own bocce balls?
No, we supply those. we have all the bocce balls we need there, and in fact, we just got 3 new sets of them. So we have the bocce balls, and even if people want to play when we're not playing scheduled time, there's always practice balls outside on the courts. So if you can't come during our scheduled time, you can come other times to play and practice, whatever, because we always have practice balls out.
Okay, very, very good. And so all you need is some good sunshine and a couple of balls in the court?
Yeah, well, as I said, we're moving to summer hours hopefully at the end of this month because of the heat during the day.
Right.
So it's probably at the end of this month we'll start moving to 5 to 7:30. Same days though, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
All right, well, let's go over bingo night one more time for folks who want to come out there and enjoy a fun night of bingo and support a great cause.
Yeah, it is a cause, as I said, we try to give the more people that come, the more money we make, hopefully, and the more money we make goes to charities. We don't keep it. We're non-profit.
All right, it's going to be Tuesday, folks, May 14th. Get out there, enjoy it over at Clubhouse 2. It starts at doors open at 5:30, buffet style,
and dinner starts at 6. Yep.
There we go. Phil, thank you so much from Bocce and Social Club.
Thank you
Great to have you here.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
India Club's coming up next. Stay with us.